Welcome back, learners. Myself, Dr. Vinita Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, RGSC, Banaras Hindu University. With the course Rudimentary Principle and Practices of Managerial Economics, Module 11, Lecture number 53, Monopoly. Today I am going to discuss about demand and cost curve of monopoly, price determination under monopoly through MR and MC method, short-term monopoly equilibrium, long-term monopoly equilibrium. Demand and cost curve of monopoly. Under monopoly, the firm and industry are same. That means the demand curve for firm and the demand curve for industry remains same. That means in order to increase the sale, the seller has to reduce the price. So that is why AR is falling, the MR will also fall, but at a greater speed. The curve AR and MR is steeper. So in monopoly market, there is no difference between firm and industry, which means both are similar to each other. So the demand curve of firm and industry under this market remains same for industry and firm. Under this market, the demand curve AR slopes downward from left to right. That signifies monopolist has to reduce the price so as to increase the demand for the product, and vice versa. The negative slope of the demand curve means inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded and sold. If AR falls, MR will also falls, but at a greater speed. The AR and MR curve of monopoly market is steeper rather than flatter. That means this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the 0. In order to increase the output, you need to lower down your price, and that is why your AR slopes downward. If AR slopes downward, MR will also slopes downward, but at a greater speed. That is why MR is below the AR. Curve under monopolistic competition, average fixed cost will be rectangular hyperbola. This is fixed cost will be parallel to the x-axis. Average cost, average variable cost, marginal cost, all are U-shaped. That means under monopoly, the fixed costs are parallel to the x-axis, average fixed costs are rectangular hyperbola, average cost, average variable cost and marginal cost all are U-shaped. Price determination under monopoly, marginal revenue and marginal cost method. It is another method for measuring firm equilibrium position. Marginal revenue is the addition made to the total revenue when one more unit of output is sold, whereas marginal cost is the addition made to the total cost when one more unit of output is produced. That means marginal cost means when you are producing one more unit of output. That means addition made to the total cost is marginal cost. Marginal revenue means when you are selling one more unit of output. That means it is the addition made to the total unit by selling one extra unit. A firm will be in equilibrium state and earning maximum profit, and this situation exists when both the condition of equilibrium are fulfilled together. That is, MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below, and this provides you equilibrium level of output and equilibrium price. This method for determining the price under monopoly is better in comparison to total revenue and total cost method, as it considered the per unit cost and per unit revenue for the output. For taking various managerial decisions, future planning, cost analysis, cost reduction, price determination, etc., it is the unit cost and revenue that is considered. That means MC and MR approach is better in comparison to TC and TR approach, because this approach considered the per unit cost. And for taking any managerial decision, it is always the per unit that is considered more important in comparison to the total. And for deciding the equilibrium condition, for deciding the equilibrium point, two conditions need to be fulfilled. That is, MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below. This will give the equilibrium output and equilibrium price. Diagrammatic representation of MR and MC method. Two axes need to be drawn. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Output is shown on the x-axis, revenue and cost is shown on the y-axis. Then you have to draw the AR, which is falling. Then you have to draw the MR, which is falling. It need to be a steeper one. Then you have to locate the point of equilibrium. For that you need to take the marginal cost, and marginal cost is of U-shaped. So this is the marginal cost. The first condition of equilibrium is MC is equal to MR. This is one point, you can take it point A, and this is point E. Both the point A and B, MC is equal to MR, because MC is cutting the MR at this point. At point E also, MC is equal to MR at this point because it is cutting. That means both the point, the first condition is fulfilled, that is MC is equal to MR. But the second condition says that MC cuts MR from below. At point A, MC is cutting, but it is cutting from above. So this can't be the equilibrium point. At point E, it is cutting from down, from below. That means at point E, the second condition, that is MC cuts MR from below, is satisfied. That means at point E, the both condition is going to be satisfied, that it MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below. Then you have to locate the equilibrium output and equilibrium price. So OQ will be the equilibrium output, and when you are going to go up and touch the AR is average revenue. It will give you the equilibrium price. It is cutting at this point, then join it on the y-axis. So OP will be the equilibrium price and OQ will be the equilibrium output. So this is the approach which says that equilibrium condition is satisfied through MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below. It will give you equilibrium point. that gives you equilibrium output and equilibrium price. So this is the explanation and this is the diagrammatic representation. Just I had discussed with you, you can go through it. Monopoly. In monopoly, there is also the equilibrium of the firm. Firm equilibrium is decided on two bases, short run and long run. In short run, there can be three possibilities for firm to earn, that is supernormal profit when AR is greater than AC, normal profit when AR is equal to AC, losses when AR is less than AC. And in long run, the monopoly will earn supernormal profit, that is long run average revenue is greater than long run average cost. Because in long run, there is barrier for the entry of new firm under monopoly and all the factors become variable. And for both the run, that is short run and long run, these two conditions need to be satisfied, that is MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below for locating the point of equilibrium. Short run monopoly equilibrium. In short run, there are two factors, fixed factors and variable factors. You cannot change the fixed factor. In order to change the output, you can do it with the help of variable factors. In short run, you cannot increase the supply as per the demand. You can increase the supply only up to some limit by changing the variable factors. So, the possibility of earning three returns exists in short run, that is supernormal profit, normal profit and loss. And for equilibrium condition, this need to be satisfied. Now the first is supernormal profit. Supernormal profit means your average revenue must be greater than your average cost. So that means, suppose this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. On a x-axis, you have to write the output. On y-axis, you have to write the revenue and cost. Then you have to draw the AR. Then you have to draw the MR. AR, MR are steeper. Then you have to draw the marginal cost, and this will marginal cost and marginal revenue helps in locating the equilibrium point. So this will be the equilibrium point. Mark it as E, because at this point two condition is satisfied. MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below. And then you have to draw the average cost. As you are earning a supernormal profit, that means your average cost must be below the average revenue. That means this is your average cost. Now if you are going to join the point to the ups, so this is point B touching on the average revenue. This is your average cost, that is the point C. This point is need to be extended towards the y-axis. This will a point P. That means OP is the equilibrium price and OQ is the equilibrium output. And your average cost is this much. That means you are going to join this. So this point, label it as A. That means this area is your supernormal profit area. How you are calculating this? That means your average revenue is what? O and P. And your average cost is what? O and A. So when you are going to subtract average revenue from the average cost, it will give you OP minus OA, that means OO is cancelled, that means PA is the per unit profit you are getting for unit level of output. That means when you are going to multiply this per unit with the unit of output, you will get the total area for the supernormal profit, and this is area. P, A, B and C is your supernormal profit. I hope you have understood it. So this is again the explanation for the supernormal profit, and this is the diagrammatic representation of the supernormal profit. The next part is normal profit. Normal profit means your average revenue is just able to cover your average cost. That means at this position you are earning no profit, no loss. Suppose this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, this is 0. Here you are going to write output on the x-axis, revenue and cost on the y-axis. Then next step is what? To draw AR and to draw MR. Both are steeper and MR will always be below AR. Then you have to locate the marginal cost. Marginal cost and average cost is cutting to each other at point E, and this point is point of equilibrium where both the condition MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below is satisfied, and it is saying normal profit. That means your average revenue is just equal to the average cost. That means you have to draw the average cost which is touching the average revenue. When you are going to extend this point towards the x-axis, when you are going to touch this axis towards the average revenue, so OQ will be the equilibrium output, and when you are going to touch it here, it will give you the equilibrium price. So AR is OP and your AC is also OP. That means AR minus AC will gives you OP minus OP, that is 0 profit. 0 profit means no profit and no loss. I hope you have understood the diagram of normal profit. So this is the explanation for the normal profit, and this is the diagrammatic representation of the normal profit. Now loss. Loss is the situation when you are not earning that income even to cover your cost and the firm is in the loss. That means your average revenue is less than average cost, or you can say that your average cost is less than your average revenue. So again you have to draw this. This is your y-axis. This is 0, this is x-axis. On x-axis, output need to be shown. On y-axis, revenue and cost. Again, you have to draw the AR, then AMR, then you have to draw the MC. It is cutting at this point. This is the equilibrium output. This is giving you MC is equal to MR, and MC cuts MR from below. So both the condition are satisfied at the point E. So that means your point E is the equilibrium point which will give you equilibrium output and equilibrium price. Your average cost must be above your average revenue, then only you will be in a position of loss. That means your average cost must be above. So this is the point B, that is average revenue. Go and extend and go and touch the average cost. It is touching the average cost at point C. Then go and touch it on the y-axis. It is touching it point A, and touch the B point towards it is touching on P. That means your OQ is your equilibrium output, your OP is your average revenue, and your OA is your average cost. So when you are going to subtract OA from OP, you will get the area of AP. This is the loss area per unit. So when you are going to multiply this per unit area of loss with the unit of quantity, you will get an area of total loss that is equal to A, P, B, C. This is A, P, B and C. So this entire area is your loss area. Now, in short run, the firm continue with the production even at a loss, provided the firm able to recover average variable cost. That means your average revenue is just able to cover average variable cost. Then you will continue with the level of production even at the short run. That means your average revenue must be touching this is your average variable cost. Your average variable cost must be touching average revenue. That means if average variable cost is equal to the average revenue, you will continue with the level of production. But if your average variable cost is greater than average revenue, you will stop the production. You will stop the production and bear loss equal to fixed cost. If you are going to stop your business in short run, you will bear the expenses equal to fixed expenses, that is fixed cost. So if your average variable cost is above the average revenue, just I am drawing this, at this point you should stop doing any production and bear the expenses equal to the total fixed cost. So this is the diagram, this is the explanation, and this is the diagrammatic representation, and this is the shutdown point which I have just discussed with you people by drawing the diagram. Long run monopoly. In long run, the firm enjoy only and only supernormal profit, because all the factors becomes variable, and in long run there is barrier for the entry of new firm under the industry. So long run supernormal profit, the same graph, the graph is exactly the same as I discussed in short run. That means this is your Y, X, 0, output, revenue, cost, AR, MR. Now you people are in a position to understand exactly when you are going to draw AR, MR, MC, everything. But the only difference in short run and the long run is that in long run you have to write long run average revenue, long run marginal revenue, long run marginal cost, because in long run all the factors are variable. If you really need to increase the production, then you can increase it by changing all the variable factors, because sufficient time is available even to change the overall production capacity of the organization. So it is earning the supernormal profit. That means, so this is the equilibrium point where MC is equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below. Okay, that means, and you have to draw the long run average cost. Long run average cost, that means supernormal profit, it must be below the average revenue. It must be like this, long run average cost. So go and touch it on the x-axis, it will give you equilibrium output. Go and touch it on the average revenue at point B. Again go and find it out where it is touching the average cost. It is touching the average cost at point C. When you are going to extend it towards on the y-axis, this will give you a point P. That means your OP is the average revenue. and this is the average cost. You are going to touch it, that means your OA is the average cost. So when you are going to subtract long run average revenue with the long run average cost, you will get the supernormal profit. You will get the supernormal profit. When you are going to multiply this area of profit, that is OP minus OA, you will get the area of PA. That means this is the area. When you are going to multiply PA with the unit of level of output, you will get a area for supernormal profit, that is P, A, B and C. That is P, A, B and C. That means this is your supernormal profit for the long run of the firm under industry. So this is the diagram for the long run supernormal profit. So this is again the explanation for the long run supernormal profit. This is the diagrammatic representation of the long run average revenue, where all the cost, that is long run marginal cost, long run average cost, long run marginal revenue, long run average revenue, everything has become long run, and you are earning a supernormal profit. So this is all about for today's session. In today's session, we had discussed in detail the MC and MR approach, that is marginal cost and marginal revenue approach. Today we have discussed the equilibrium of the firm in short run and in long run. In short run, there is a possibility of earning a supernormal profit, normal profit, loss. In long run, there is only a possibility of earning a supernormal profit. For finding out the average, for finding out the profit and loss, you need to consider two costs, that is the average cost and the average revenue. And when you have to find out the equilibrium point, for that you need to think, that is the marginal cost and the marginal revenue. For finding out the equilibrium position, you need MC is equal to MR, and MC cuts MR from below. So this is all for today's session. I hope you able to understand the monopoly. Now you will find yourself easy to draw the diagram of short run and long run equilibrium. So thank you so much. Hope to see you again in the next session. Thank you.